I still remember that song that I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Ashley Simpson, L-O-V-E. It's like, L-O-V-E.
It
I was
is.
like, oh
I mean,
my
I guess
God.
out of all the songs I could have put on replay, it was probably on the annoying side. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Hey guys, James and Mark here with another mukbang. If you guys like this video, please give us a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Today we are having a Vietnamese style lunch. We picked up Banh Mi, which is Vietnamese style sandwiches. So we got two different types of sandwiches, and then we also picked up some other goodies as well.
Yeah.
We also got these things, they're called pate. I say pate so, but it looks like pate chaud. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And then we also got something called goi cuong, which when we open the plastic, we'll show you guys what that is. But it's basically like spring rolls. And then we have our veggies on the side just so that the bread wouldn't get soggy.
By the time we get home.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the two flavors or types of sandwiches that we got. This one is like the traditional, can you guys see that? This is the traditional ham and pate. And then we also got Spam and pineapple. This is not a traditional sandwich, but it looked very interesting, so that's why we picked it up.
We never had it before.
Yeah. So
Pineapple Spam.
Pineapple Spam, yeah. So yeah, let's get started.
Okay.
I'm gonna open this first. So all of this came out to about $18, so it's a pretty affordable lunch.
Oh, should we add the chili sauce?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it comes with this brown dipping sauce. There's a lot of different types of sauces that you could dip these spring rolls in. But these ones look like they have shrimp, and then what's this? Is that fish cake, you think? Or is that pork?
Oh,
Pork, probably.
pork.
So let's see, can you guys see that?
Be careful of this sauce.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm just gonna keep that right here. Okay.
Oh.
There we go, yeah. We're gonna play a little Tetris with our food.
I was like, I just put it down. I'm trying this new drink right here. It's called Bubbly. It's like LaCroix, but a different brand.
So I think there's already jalapenos inside, if I heard them correctly. So this Vietnamese restaurant is actually pretty close to our house. We've only had it
A couple of times.
Actually, I don't see any jalapenos in here, so maybe.
Oh no, that's my favorite.
Oh, they put it in here in the bag. So if you guys want to see, it's just like Vietnamese cold cuts. And then this brown paste on top, that's the pate, which is liver.
It's just Spam and a lot of sauce.
Do you see the pineapple, or do you think it's cooked in pineapple?
Maybe it's cooked in pineapple.
Yeah. So the veggies, it's like, there's cilantro, there's carrots, jicama, cucumber, and jalapenos. Which is funny, because we were just talking about how Mark doesn't really care about cucumbers in sandwiches, but Vietnamese sandwiches might be the exception, right?
Yeah.
So we're testing out our, if you guys have seen us on live, we've been using this new mic. So we're going to see if the mic picks up better sound for this mukbang. But we still have our traditional setup, so in case something goes wrong, we have options. Yeah. It won't be like a silent movie like that McDonald's one. So yeah, it looks much more filling once all of the veggies are in there.
Okay, should we try this?
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mmm.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
I thought it would be very spammy, but it's not.
Is it cut pretty thin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the spam sandwich, they said, is one of their popular ones. Like, a lot of people order it there. Did you eat Vietnamese sandwiches a lot growing up?
Not until high school.
Were there close by Vietnamese shops by your high school?
No. We had to drive to Westminster. I think Lee's Sandwich was our first one, or my first experience. They're all over the place now, right?
Yeah, I think they're nationwide for sure. This lady did a really good job at upselling me because originally it was just going to be 2 sandwiches. And then I saw this in the front, so I was like, oh yeah, it's like a mukbang, we should have more. But then she was like, oh, do you want to try these pastries as well? So these pastries are filled with meat. One of them is filled with pork and the other one is filled with chicken, but I forgot which one's which. If I had to guess, this is probably pork, that one's chicken.
How's yours?
Good.
You like it?
Yeah. Sometimes with Vietnamese sandwiches, the reason why I didn't like them that much growing up was there's certain places that make it dry. So it's like you're just eating the baguette and it's like not that appetizing, but this one has a good amount of, I guess, moisture is what you would call it. Is the jalapeno spicy to you? Not at all, huh? Sometimes it's like really spicy, and then sometimes it's like, what's even the point in putting it in here? It's like more of like a bell pepper. She almost got me to get a Vietnamese coffee. But I was like, no, it's okay.
Was she upselling, or were you just like,
Enticed?
should I get it?
I think it was more that. She was actually she seemed very prideful about her sandwich shop. And then when I was looking around, there was pictures of her with the mayor. So she just seemed like very proud that people would come in and eat at her place. So I guess I indulged her by saying, yeah, I'll try that. Ooh, a little heat in the one I just ate. It's like
The
tingling.
jalapeno's like, I got you.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I'll show you.
I'll show you. Oh, I took my ring off.
That's okay.
I was washing my hands before eating. It's on the kitchen counter. Remind me to get it later. Hate you.
This always happens during our mukbangs. It's like he has no interest in looking outside the window, but then we'll film a mukbang and we'll close the blinds because we want certain light, and then all of a sudden he's just super curious about what's outside. Then we'll open it, and then he doesn't care again. And I told myself I don't want to have to get up to open it because I have to edit it. Just like that's an extra like 5 minutes of editing. No problem. So there's what, 3 pieces of shrimp inside? Oh yeah, those are good.
It looks like it.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. There's pork, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So since you're eating that, I will. Do you have a preference on chicken or pork? Okay, I'm gonna eat this then. These are really flaky, so I have to be careful. Oop.
It's like what the what do you call them? Phyllo dough?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, huh?
Mm-hmm. This is usually really good for like a breakfast food item. Like especially if you want like a savory breakfast food item versus like, I don't know, like a muffin or something else.
I think this is perfect lunch item.
Mm-hmm.
Like just to eat at work or whatever.
I wish there was some place like this where I could just walk out of my office and just get it, you know? I had a phase where I was trying to make spring rolls for lunch. Do you remember that?
Mm.
You would cook the tofu that I brought home in like cornstarch, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then the skin like would not taste as good the next day. Do switcheroo.
Mm-hmm.
How's the sauce? It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm getting kind of full.
We kind of had breakfast. Not that
We
long
had an
ago.
early, yeah, not even early. So Mark got his tires changed, and then it was about half an hour wait.
Yeah.
About, so we just went across the street to like eat something light.
Some pastries. And then we're eating dinner in less than 4 hours. Pretty good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there like a, what is this?
Some crunchy stuff? Or no?
Mm-mm. It looks crunchy, but it's not. So we went on live for what, 5 hours yesterday?
Was it 5 hours?
It's been a while since we did one of those. But it's fun.
It was James and Mark After Dark.
Who do we need to give credit for coming up with that title? It was in another. It was in another chat, but I forget who said
Was
it.
that Elda? Or Samantha, maybe? Elizabeth?
It was one of the regulars, I would say.
I don't remember. Oh, how cute! It says hi.
Oh,
The part where you open
tab.
the tab says hi.
are you better than LaCroix?
Tastes the same.
Why did you stop eating? Do you know a lot of people that don't really care for cilantro?
Yeah.
I find it interesting when I do meet someone that doesn't like it because the way they describe it tasting is like dishwasher soap. That's what I've heard someone describe it as.
Cilantro?
Yeah.
Really?
And I like when I eat it, I try to think to myself, could it taste like it? And I haven't like understood.
I like chopped cilantro in tacos.
Yeah.
That I'll eat.
I'm not a big fan of when the stem is still there, right? Or do you care? I prefer this without the stem. I think the stem is where you get all of that, like,
Wait.
flavor that you don't want. Actually, so this place also gives you the option of adding an egg. I think you're right. If we had added the egg to the Spam one, it would be like eating a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, we should have done that. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
So the white is jicama. I always thought it was radish when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. But it's.
I think it's jicama.
Oh, I touched the mic.
Oh.
Did it make a weird sound? You let us know. I have to remember that we're not on live, so I can't ask questions and expect a response right away.
You have to yeah, I think we're for the most part pretty much the same, but then you do have to revert your mind into like, oh yeah, we aren't on live, so you can't, yeah, like you said, do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for it.
Go for it, yeah.
This tastes traditional.
Yeah. I like it.
You go home.
Your description of it earlier was spot on, where it's like
not spammy.
Yeah, I was expecting like more like Spam, but it's like it seems like it's like a pineapple
like a relish
sauce, yeah, or something. Like it really subdues it from being like too salty. I didn't like Spam growing up as much. It wasn't until I guess later on in life where I appreciated it, but growing up I was not a big fan. What about you?
Like I had it, but I never. You know how like some people are like, oh, it has Spam in it. Oh, no. Like I thought it was like, oh, it's just canned meat, and sometimes in kimchi jjigae or in fried rice I would eat it, you know. But never really thought too much about it.
I think maybe I didn't prepare Spam correctly growing up. Like I remember, like if my parents went out and I had to like cook something at home, like I would make a Spam sandwich. But it's literally just white bread, mayonnaise, and Spam. So you can imagine that being not as appetizing. And did I even fry the Spam? I might have microwaved the Spam, so it's not even like has that crispy whatever. But yeah, me and Spam, we've come a long way. Isn't it interesting that Spam is the luncheon meat, but then it's also considered like junk mail? Like how did Spam get, like what Spam came first? The meat, right?
You think so?
I think we found our question for this video. What came first? Spam, the canned meat, or Spam, like when you get inundated with junk mail or trash?
Well, I know the lunch meat, it was created during the World War II. Because there's a meat shortage.
And don't you think that came first? Because Spam, the way we use it, is like referring to like email spam.
But I'm sure back in the day, people would still get Spam mail. You don't think so?
But they call it junk mail. I felt like Spam came along once people had email addresses, right? We don't consider the ads we get in the mail spam, like in the snail mail, right? But this is one of those things where I feel like even if we Googled it, there's no way of finding out. We'll just never know.
Yeah. What the dictionary needs to have is the year the word was invented. With the definition.
Do they even make book dictionaries anymore? Those are obsolete now, right?
Yeah.
Those Spam ones were good, pretty good. What do you think of the traditional one?
It's good too.
Good idea. We didn't know what we wanted to film today. We almost did Burger King, but Mark threw out this idea, and I was like, "Oh, we should go with it."
Have you done a banh mi mukbang? We have.
I don't
This
think
is
so.
our first time.
Yeah, and people have been requesting more Vietnamese food.
I feel like I haven't really done much. I should be like, oh, this is banh mi. Make it more special. I'm just eating the
It's
sandwich.
okay. It's just us eating lunch.
Okay. I don't know. I just feel like if it's our first one, then it's like special. But if we've done this before, it's like, oh, it's just another banh mi part 2.
Oh. You need a napkin, please?
Yeah, of course.
You want to buy this one?
No. Kind of getting full.
Yeah. Don't even look on my side. We need a
What?
maybe when we film mukbangs, we should get like a table cover.
Oh, we bought butcher paper.
Oh yeah, we should lay out butcher paper. It's like a production to clean up afterwards. Usually the way it goes down, like after, is I'll go straight to the office to start editing, and then poor Mark has to like clean it. Because I just need to start editing it. Sometimes if I don't do it right away, it won't get posted. And I'm really bad about filming something and waiting for it to be posted a few days later. Like I have to do it right away. That's like my personality with certain things.
Also, put songs on repeat.
What? Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's like if James has a song that he is like really liking, he can listen to it on repeat for days.
I think
Non-stop.
it was a point of contention early on in our relationship because Mark would come over to my apartment and I would literally, this is when we used Winamp, I would literally play the song and it would be on repeat. And one time, and I think this was already, we were kind of established as like in our relationship, but one time I think I played it like 20 times and then you made a comment and it wasn't even mean. It wasn't like...
I was like, can we also do something else?
And I was like, oh, I guess so.
I still remember that song that I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Ashley Simpson, L-O-V-E. It's like, L-O-L-O-L-O-V-E.
It is.
Like, oh
I mean,
my
I
God.
guess out of all the songs I could have put on replay, it was probably on the annoying side. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Like, it's almost pointless for me to make CDs these days because it's like I pretty much just play the one song over and over.
You know, I forgot who I was with, but back in the day, you know how we used to burn CDs, right? And then
My car's still old. I burn CDs.
you still burn CDs. James needs a new car soon. But anyways,
That's another topic.
so he only wanted one song on there. So he burned the same song until it fits on the CD. And then I said, you could just play that. You could only put that one song and then have it on repeat.
And what did they say after that? Like, duh, oops.
Yeah.
But are they? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it makes more sense to do that. Then they could put other songs on there.
Yeah, or it's, then you have to wait longer for the CD to burn because back then computers were slower, so you have to wait like, I don't know.
I'm thinking about the songs that I'm replaying right now in my car. So usually when I burn a CD, it's like the track number 1 is the one that I like replay to death. And then after I get over it, then I find another song on that 20 set of songs to replay. So right now track 10 is my jam. I'm just replaying it over and over and over. Yeah. That's why when I go in Mark's car, it's nicer because he has the, I don't know what it's even called, where you can just stick in your USB and it can just be whatever song you want. But me, I have to be very strategic in what song I have. Like, I could always change the CD, but I don't like doing that. And I feel like my car, it's to the point where I'm scared to, like, put too much strain on it. Like, it might not change CDs anymore. So I don't like doing that too often. And then I always get scared because if you listen to the last track and it ends, it automatically changes to the next song. So usually I put like a bad song at the very end because I won't want to listen to it all the way through. But occasionally, like, I'll get caught up in it and then it's like, oh, and then they change the song and I get all panicky.
Why not just take all, because James has a 5-disc change like thing, right? Mm-hmm. So why not just take all the CDs out except for that one? So even if you get to the end, there's nothing it changes to.
Wait, say that again?
Like, you know how you have 5 slots for the CD?
Mm-hmm.
Take the 4 out. That way, once the song gets to the end, there's no CD that it will jump to.
You have solutions for everything.
I'm solution-oriented.
I never thought of that. I guess that makes sense. So what happens if it ends? It'll start back at track 1? Yeah. It won't change?
Yeah. What is it going to change to?
Like, I don't know.
I think the CD player knows there's no discs in it.
Huh. I will do that.
Or have all 5 CDs that you
be the same, right? Yeah, I was going to say, like, be the same, but then you still run into the issue of it changing.
Yeah. When it makes that robotic sound.
Yeah. If you guys like this video, please make sure you give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys for our next mukbang.